It is 12 p.m. here in Taipei. I very much slept in today. Why? Because in about 12 hours I have a flight to America. So I wanted to maximize my amount of time sleeping in an actual bed. But the hotel checkout times wait for no man, so I now have some time to burn. So I'm gonna go do a little transit adventure around Taipei. First step is to hop on the Brown Line.
Platform 2 for Taipei Zoo.
It's amazing how futuristic and cool and modern the Brown Line looks. And then you realize it was built in 1996. Well, a couple stops later, here I am at Da'an, and I'm transferring here to the red line. I'm going to take the red line to the end of the line, Xiangshan. And now, why am I doing this? Well, I started up here. I took the brown line to here. Now my current plan is to take the red line to here, the end of the line, and then take a connecting bus down towards the end of the green line, and then continue my adventures from there. Are they playing Phantom of the Opera? Alright, short ride on the red line later. Here I am at Xiangshan, and I'm going to transfer to a bus that's going to take me down towards Xindian. The reason for that, one, I just kind of want to go there, but also, I want lunch. And since I'm only in Taiwan for one more day, I kind of want to get something that I won't really be able to get as easily in the States. Conveyor belt sushi. Oh, the escalator does the funny thing. Stepped outside of the MRT station. What do I see? A bus. So I'm here to transfer to the bus route BR7. This is a MRT connector service, and it happens to connect 3 lines. 4. The red, the blue, the brown, and the green. And I'm going to be hopping on that today. It also goes on the highway for a brief section, so that's why I'm a little bit interested in it. Oh, the destination sign on this thing is amazing. The buses are so modern here. Yeah, I lied. I can actually take the Nanhuan line. That works. Oh, I'll take that one. Way less crowded. What's going on here? That was smooth. Alright, one very chill ride later, here I am at the Bank of Taiwan. And why am I at the Bank of Taiwan? Because across the street is sushi. Now, I am normally a Kura ride or die, but I'm staring a sushi roll down right now. I might try that. We don't get that in the States, do we? Alrighty, is it gonna be better than Kura? Alrighty. 13 bucks and 11 plates of sushi later, I'm done with my lunch. And now, because we're still in Taiwan, I want to go find some $1 boba before I finish my, before I continue my adventures. Garbage trucks are singing. Well, I seem to have missed any boba shops and made it to the MRT instead. So I'm just gonna hop on the green line and make my way down towards Xindian. Alright, off of the train, up to the surface we go. Now, in my opinion, the Xindian MRT station is one of my favorite MRT terminals, mostly because there's a crazy bus transfer center here. It's built underneath a highway overpass, and buses have to back out and avoid the poles and other buses. Very chaotic kind of situation. Here comes one now. now as a place to sit and chill and watch the buses do their thing. And unfortunately, the only place that seems to fit that criteria is the Starbucks. I don't really want to go to Starbucks in Taiwan because, well, we have that in America and it's a little more expensive. But I also want to sit there and watch the buses. Ooh, here comes a bus in the challenging spots. Has a bus to the left of it and the pole to the back of it. Ah, but he made it out. I think I'm gonna actually walk and try to go find some real boba, some real Taiwanese authenticity before I walk around and figure out what to do with the rest of my day. The weather is finally nice. It's like 70 degrees, a little bit cloudy, a little bit rainy, but after the 2 consecutive days of 90 degrees that we just had, this is nice. Less than $2, and I paid it with the same card I used to pay for the buses. Amazing. See, Xindian just has such nice vibes right next to the MRT station. Burbs. I wonder what all that is down there. It looks abandoned and closed off. But it also looks like built and used. Not shockingly, I've made it back to the buses. Alrighty, I've sat around here at the riverfront for enough time to decide that my next course of action is going to be to hop on the bus route Green 6 and visit the end of the line for the Green 6. Just cuz. Back to the buses with some perfect timing. that was an insane route, and evidently an even insaner layover spot. Wow, we really just went up in the mountains, and then now we're here in this tiny residential turning point. Cool. I think I found my spot. I can sit here, drink my little boba, and watch buses do some crazy stuff. I think Xindian is definitely one of my favorite parts of Taipei because you're so close to the city, but you're so close to just nature like this. The old Xindian railway line is actually what the current MRT Green Line runs on, so it used to be a heavy rail line up until the 90s when the MRT was constructed. So that's a bit of a Xindian lore. These destination signs are so great. It's got a door opening animation. In Chinese it says watch for passengers. As the green 6, the green is also colored green. What a concept. So the departures up here aren't all that frequent, about every 20 minutes I'd say. So now that I've seen one bus go, I'm gonna wait for another one to come in and then park itself, and then I think I will evaluate what my options are to do next. I do kind of want to walk around. The river is behind me, so at the very least it'll be pretty. Oh, there's a second one? Huh, bunching. Oh. Alright, did some foaming, onwards and upwards. Oh my god, minibus! Back to the views. Alright, I did some Google Maps shenanigans, and if I walk down one of the roads, I can walk back to the MRT station and I can actually go over that big suspension bridge I saw earlier. So I'm gonna go do that. Made it to the bridge. I've never seen bridge infrastructure right next to driveways. Fascinating. There's that guy Miles when you need him. Ooh, bus. And it's gone. Oh, the other side is even crazier. The cables just go into people's houses. Wow. After some deliberation, I've decided that I'm gonna hop back on the MRT Green Line to Taipei, the stop that I got on at originally, and then I'm gonna transfer there to the Circular Line, the new driverless Metro, whatever, run by the new Taipei Transit Corporation, and then I'm gonna take that to the Orange Line to take a bus to visit a TRA station that I haven't been to before. Yeah, today's a very like low energy kind of day, so I'm just wandering aimlessly, but I'm doing it in a fun way. However, rush hour is starting, which means that the terminal is about to get a lot more spicy. Okay, the rain and the wind are getting really annoying. I'm going back into the subway. Alrighty, off of the green, onto the yellow, and then the orange. Yellow onto the orange. platform goes the Songshan train. So I made it to Guting Station, which has an interesting cross-platform arrangement. Orange line trains board there, green line trains board there, and the same thing happens a level below. But I'm going up. I'm gonna catch a bus to the Wanhua TRA station. And so I've made it to surface level. Like always, I have a lot of options for which bus I can catch. So I'm gonna walk over to the bus stop that's in the exclusive bus lane and ride it over to the Wanhua TRA station. B28. And with that bus ride complete, I've made it to walking distance of the Wanhua TRA station. And now, why am I going to the Wanhua TRA station? Well, it's one of the TRA stations in the underground section, but it only gets service from local trains. Every time I've been on an express train, it's always like just zoomed past. So I'm kind of curious as to what it's like there. From there, I'm going to do one of the most questionable decisions I've ever done, which is visit Taipei main station in the middle of rush hour, but it's basically the only choice I have. I got here right as the EMU 800's approaching. Huh. Public art. So yeah, this is the underground splendor of Wanhua Station. Yeah, it's just a underground station. I'm gonna take the next train and go to Taipei Station. Every time I've ever taken an express train through here, it's always had a weird sort of vibe to it. I see the vibe. I'm not really sure why express trains don't stop here. It does get like 2 or 3 per day, I think. But I guess it's just to keep things moving in the big tunnels. EMU 500s. now my train.
第2月台即将为列车关掉，请请不要靠近。
Oh. Looks like I'm making some friends today.
1239台北收到，谢谢。谢谢。
Alright, one stop later, I'm at Taipei. This is the Taipei main station. I very rarely feature this station in my videos just because of how much of a mess it is to get around. And I'm about to put myself through that mess to get back to my hotel. See, even though I'm leaving Taiwan, my mom and grandma are sticking around, so I left all my stuff in their room and now I need to go collect it before my flight. Onto the blue line with me today. I'm about to go join all of that. So, I made it to Xindian station, which is quite famous for being possibly the worst transfer station in the entire system. Anyway, I'm here to switch to the brown line. Damn, the sun's completely set. I didn't even realize it was setting. Alrighty, do I take my chances with this one? Or do I let the next train take me?
Platform 1 for Taipei Nanyang Exhibition Center.
I've done worse. And now I've made it back to Zhongshan Junior High School, side of my hotel. So now I need to grab my luggage, get dinner with my mom, and then make my way to the airport. Since the Brown Line's all driverless, the frequencies are crazy. For example, it's been less than 30 seconds, and there's already 2 trains at the station. It's also interesting that on the back they keep the high beams on for better visibility, I guess. The train on the right is part of the older order of MRT cars for the Brown Line, and then the train on the left is part of the newer order that came in when the Brown Line was extended.
发出时请务必扣车门，上下车时由于车门对开。
请指握扶手，进入卡车。
Alright, we're back. 8:30 p.m. The time to go has come. I have my mom here. #1 fan. We're walking to the Minquan and Fuxing Roads bus stop, the dedicated bus lanes, so that I can catch a bus to the airport instead of the train. Last time I came to Taiwan, I rode this bus from the Songshan Airport, its starting point, but today I'm going to be catching it a couple stops in just because it's a little bit closer. Here goes the bus towards Songshan Airport. Okay. Bye.
Lowk. 明天雄光路票。
With that, the 1841 has dropped me off here at Taipei Airport Terminal 2. I have 2.5 hours before my flight. It's 9:35 and my flight departs at 12 a.m. So, to get back, I'm flying on Starlux, which was very good to me when I flew out. So, I have high hopes for my return trip. It is still a 12-hour flight, but you know what? Starlux was good to me on the 14-hour flight, so this one should be better, right? Alrighty, check-in time. Alrighty, made it through security and immigration. It is currently 10 p.m., so 2 hours until my flight. So now it's time to go find my gate and then sit and relax. Oh, so I haven't been assigned a gate yet. Interesting, because I was given a text notification that I was B8. Alrighty, should be gate B8 today.
Starlux Insider Explorer 会员以及座位在第一区旅客登机，随后邀请其他舱的。
Our plane's over gate. Zone 3, that's me.
联航模式关闭 WiFi 功能。Everyone, the cabin door has been closed. Please disable electronic devices to flight mode and turn off to avoid unnecessary disturbance. Please keep your seatbelt clearly visible. Thank you.
Oh boy. Bye bye, Taiwan. Until next time.
Everyone, we are ready for landing. Please make sure your seatbelt is securely fastened. Thank you.
The joys of customs await. Made Made it through customs, and now freedom awaits. Alright, after a 12-hour flight, I am back. I am here at SFO, and that concludes my little trip to Taiwan. Yeah, I really miss Taiwan. It was great to be back. I covered a lot of ground for 1 week. This was a great trip. So thank you for watching, and I'll see you again next time. Goodbye.